formation is always taking place between non-metal elements. Okay. So here non-metallic elements, if you see, mostly the one which are in gaseous state, this elements will be having same kind of atoms. Same kind of atoms are taking part in sharing of chemical reaction. During this process, what do? They share the number of electron based on their valency. For example, if we take hydrogen, suppose we are taking hydrogen, first element, you know that its atomic number is 1. Its atomic number is 1. So, according to duplicate condition, what do you mean by duplicate condition? In this, all those elements which have only and only one shell, okay? So, according to Bohr and Bury rule, it can occupy maximum 2 electrons only. So here, if one more electron this hydrogen can get, so its duplicate condition will be completed. It will behave like helium because helium has its first and last shell totally fulfilled or completed. So its duplicate condition is satisfied in helium. That is how this hydrogen is also going to get 2 electron configuration in its first and last shell. But how will this hydrogen do that? So first of all, it can ask from its own kind of atom, that is another hydrogen. So if we take hydrogen as one atom, here we are showing one electron in its first and last shell, which is also called valence shell. If we ask another hydrogen, this will also have same kind of electronic configuration. So you can say this hydrogen. So if they both come together, so they can form this kind of diatomic molecular structure. So this is one hydrogen with its one electron. Same way, this another hydrogen may come with its one electron and it will complete its duplicate condition. So here you can see both these atoms, they are sharing their electrons and satisfying duplicate condition. They are fulfilling their outermost, or you can say valence shell. And this is how this is forming a covalent bond. This covalent bond is being shown with the help of dashed line between these two atoms. So this is how you can show covalent bond between two hydrogen atoms. So here this hydrogen is sharing how many electrons? A pair of electron. So this dash is also representing shared pair of electrons. Since they are sharing only one pair, so it is having only and only one covalent bond. Okay. This can be written as H2 as its molecular formula or in its diatomic condition. If we take some more example wherein it can share few more pair of electron, so in this case we can take oxygen. See, oxygen has its atomic number. Atomic number is represented by letter Z sometimes. So it is having total how many electrons? 8 electrons. So its electronic configuration would be 2, 6, which represents first orbit will have 2 electron and its valence shell, its outermost shell will have 6 electrons only. So if I take oxygen over here, this oxygen will have 6 electron in its outermost shell. You are aware of that first shell will be filled by 2 electrons and outermost shell will be having 6 electrons. But to show covalent bond formation, it is not necessary you need to show all these shells. So in this case, I'm showing only and only last shell, which is valence shell. And according to this electronic configuration, it will have 6 electrons only. According to Bohr and Bury rule, you are aware of last shell we are going to fill with maximum 8 electrons. So 6 electron this oxygen already have. So how many electrons are needed? 2 electrons. So it will be sharing 2 electrons. So if I show this 2 electrons on this side, this 2 electrons here, so total 4 electrons and 2 more over here. So this is showing 6 electron in total. Okay. Now this oxygen can share, I can show its symbol, oxygen here. Now another oxygen may come and share its 2 electron with this. So this is another oxygen atom which will also have how many electrons? It will also have 6 electrons in its outermost shell. So 2 electrons here, 2 here, and the one which is being shared I am putting here. So if you count, if you check 4 electrons, 6 electrons plus 2, 8 electrons. So one of the oxygen is completing its outermost shell with 8 electrons. Same way, this other one also, these are 4 electrons plus 2, 6 plus 2, 8. So they both are completing their octet condition, and you can see here this two oxygen atoms are sharing two pairs of electrons. So you will say they have how many covalent bond? Two, or double covalent bond, and they are also represented as diatomic molecule of same kind of element. So this is O2. Now, do we have any more such example wherein it can form one more covalent bond? So you will say, yes, we can take help of nitrogen. So if you see nitrogen, its atomic number is 7. So its electronic configuration would be 2 and 5. So first orbit, it will have 2 electron. Second orbit, it will have 5 electron. Second is its outermost shell, or you can say it will have valence shell with 5 electrons. So if I draw here nitrogen with its outermost shell, how many electrons? 5 electrons. And you are aware of these 5 electrons which are there, they are in need of 3 more electrons to complete their outermost shell with octet condition or completely filled. So 3 more electrons are required. So this will also call it's another same kind of atom, which is nothing but another nitrogen. This nitrogen will also have how many electrons? 5 electrons in its outermost shell. Remember, we are not drawing, but 2 electrons are there in its innermost or first shell. Here I am showing this cross and dot structure just to distinguish these 2 electrons are coming from 2 different kinds of atoms. But since they are of same element, you can use same. So here we have how many electrons now? 6 here, 2 here, 8. Same way 6 plus 2, 8. So here nitrogen is sharing how many pairs of electrons? You will say 3. So in total it will be forming triple covalent bond, and it is written as N2. So in the beginning we said covalent bond is formed between non-metals. So here we have taken examples of non-metals, but they all were belonging to same kind of element. But do they form covalent bond with different kinds of element? Or better way we can say among compounds? Yes, we can take few example. So see, Water. Water is a molecule of compound. Before this, whatever molecules we had seen, they were said to be molecules of element because these are belonging to same kind of elements of atom. But here water, it comprises different kinds of element, hydrogen and oxygen. So you know that hydrogen has atomic number 1, oxygen has atomic number 8. So its electronic configuration for 8 would be 2, 6. Hydrogen, to complete its duplet condition, it is in need of only 1 electron, while oxygen, it is in need of 2 electrons. So see what is going to happen if I show this oxygen with its outermost shell, with its outermost shell, how many electrons? 6 electrons. It is in need of how many electrons? 2 electrons. So it will be sharing its 2 electrons only. So with whom it is going to share? It will share with hydrogen. So here, if there is an atom of hydrogen which is ready to share its electron with oxygen. So here hydrogen has completed its duplet condition by sharing its one of the electron with oxygen. But oxygen is still in need of one more electron. So it will be calling another hydrogen to fulfill its requirement, and this hydrogen will also give its electron. Giving means sharing because hydrogen is also taking one of the electron of this oxygen. So they are sharing electron. Okay. So this is how this oxygen is making how many covalent bond? It is making one with this hydrogen and one with this hydrogen. So this is how your water molecule is formed. So this is covalent bond between different kind of atoms of different element. We can say compound. We can take one more example. We can take ammonia. Suppose we have ammonia. In this ammonia, again, nitrogen is having atomic number 7. So its electronic configuration would be 2, 5. And hydrogen, it is having only and only one electron. So its first and last shell will have only one electron. Okay. So now here, this is nitrogen. I'm drawing its outermost shell only with its 5 electrons. So these are these 2 electrons which are not taking part. They are also said to be lone pair of electron because they are not going to share their electron. But this 3 will be shared. With whom it will share? We have hydrogen. So this hydrogen will be sharing its electron this way. This is also called dot and cross structure of Lewis. And here you need to remember the shared pair must be in the intersection region of this elements or circles. Same way, one more hydrogen. So here, if you see this, all 3 hydrogens have completed their duplet condition, and if you count 2 plus 2 4 plus 2 6 plus 2 8, this ammonia has been formed by sharing of 3 electrons of nitrogen with 1 electron of this 3 hydrogen atoms. So here nitrogen is making 3 covalent bond. Okay, so this is how today we saw different kinds of elements can make covalent bond, as well as same kind of elements can also form covalent bond. But what we have to remember, it is happening only and only among non-metals. Since this is shared pair of electrons, so if we see properties of covalent compound, you need to understand they are mainly found in gaseous form. Force of attraction between different kinds of these atoms of different element it is lesser compared to ionic bond. Here, their melting point, boiling point, it will be comparatively lesser than ionic compound. In next video, we will be doing ionic compound, how these ionic bonds are formed. So, picture will be better.